Now here is the second obstacle and final obstacle of the forge. Oh, I got hit. Okay, it's okay if you get hit once. Take all and move. Oh. Hey guys, in this video we are going to show you the cheapest way to do the forge. But before we do that, I am going to go ahead and upgrade this chest to a big chest. Gives us lots of room for tons of stuff in this area, and then we're gonna get ready. We've got everything we need. We got 3 forge keys, which is exactly what we need, and then I've got level 1 gear, super cheap gear. I've got 40 stone and 40 wood to make a ton of spears. But we've also got staffs to support, which are really cheap. We got some simple bows, which we're gonna need for a few of them, and after that we've got some more materials for more level 1 gear and mushroom soup, which should save us time, save us a lot of stuff over time. So this is the setup. I've got a level 3 bag, which is obviously not cheap. That is something you can only spend money on, but you guys can, I'm sure you guys can figure out how to just use a smaller bag and do Odin's. You're just gonna have to just make more trips. So, okay guys, let's do this. Are we ready to do the forge? I've got a lot of stuff for spears, healing, and a few bows. So we're gonna open the forge. If you do not know how to get 3 forge keys, it's by killing the necromancer at the end of the Sanctum of Odin. So go watch our video on how to kill, how to do Odin's with spears, and then go watch the video on how to do the necromancer with simple bows. That's the cheapest way to get the forge keys, which now we're gonna show you the cheapest way to do the forge. All right, here we are. We got 40 fire traps. That's going to come into play later on. So the first thing we're going to do, the first thing you need to do when you're doing the forge is you need to put all of the weapons you have, all of the extra stuff you have away so that you're not losing durability when you die. Because, if you're super pro, maybe you'll never die, but that's unlikely. You're probably going to die, and that's okay. It's okay to die. You don't lose anything as long as you're smart about it. So I'm going to wear my level 3 bag so that you guys can see if I died and I just cut it out, because sometimes I cut stuff out or the editors cut stuff out like that, and we're not trying to hide it. It's just not really beneficial. So, okay, I'm gonna switch over to the healer, which is really, what you need to be doing most of the time. So guys, the first thing you need to know just about doing Odin's in general is the healer is OP. You want to have the healer. So I'm healer, waiting for my skills to cool down. And what we're gonna do, all right, I'm gonna grab one guy, just one enemy, and then I'm going to put the heal on my guys so that we are, super tanky. And then I switch over to the spear and we just attack it. So obviously you can see here that Kitty did end up taking a little bit of damage, but he would have taken a lot more than that if I hadn't done that heal to start off with. So on this part, you're gonna want to just get one at a time. Once you get him to shoot you, he's gonna, oh wait, sorry. You can't be sneaking at this point. So you unsneak, you go until he shoots you, and then you come around this corner where your team's waiting. Flaw Power had the benefit of being a berserk, which is, again, he just paid a little bit extra to get that club, and then by paying a little bit extra, he was able to be the berserk, which gives him those advantages. So all right, we have an illusionist. So you can see Kitty is our illusionist. He's gonna, I'm gonna run. I got him activated. Then he's gonna get them attracted to attack his clones, and then that's going to end up resetting them. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do this. This is one of the easiest traps. It's the best one to practice on. If you're having trouble with the Tomb of Ash, you're going to want to get good at doing this. All right, Flaw, you're free. So yeah, just what Flaw just did right there. You're just going to go like this, and then just go back and forth. Don't even try to go. Just stay right here so that if you get downed, you can come back to your teammates. You're going to get used to the controls. Used to the controls. All right. Oh, well.
Got some problems.
Yep, that's a problem.
Yeah,
So, yeah, we're in trouble here. Alright, I'm going to try to run through this, but we definitely... Nope, I'm going to die. So, that was unfortunate. First little bit of damage on my bag is done. Okay, so we're back at the forge. We got our stuff. You can see here that we did a little bit of damage on our bag. And so don't bring nice stuff when you're doing this the first time. If you're doing the practice that I was just saying, don't, make sure not to get too close to the sorcerer. I'm not sure who did that. But once you get the movement, once you go back and forth enough times, then you can start focusing on going forward. And you're really going to mostly just focus on the back and forth, even if it's taking you a lot longer. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Almost. Oh, I got hit. Okay, it's okay if you get hit once. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Well, that sucks. I'm usually a lot better at this. You can go watch my other live streams. I promise. I'm not that bad. But the point is, you guys saw the most important thing to focus on when you're getting good at this is to go side to side more than forward and backwards. Oh, see that? So when one of our teammates got hit, just the nature of it made it to where it damaged multiple teammates. So you need to make sure to avoid that fireball. It does a lot of damage to a lot of people. Okay, so we are now on the first boss of the Whisper, or the first boss of the Forge called the Whisper. And so we need to go get some bows. So I'm gonna switch over to a Pathfinder 2. If you guys don't have a Pathfinder 2 in your team, it's not that big of a deal. It just does a little bit extra damage, to extra 30% damage. It just makes it go faster. You can use the same trick regardless of whether or not you have a Pathfinder 2. So when the Whisper has the purple thorns over his head, there you go, right there. Every time you damage him, it does damage straight to yourself as well. So it's good to stop at that point, because he can kill you real fast. Nice. So here's the key to the archives and a fire axe. As usual, you're going to put the best stuff that has durability in chests so that you're not dying and losing that durability. So at this point, you need an illusionist again. There we go. It's going to reset those guys. Okay, so to aggro this guy, you just want to hit sneak. That way the archer doesn't see you, and then you just come over here. So now I'm going to switch over to sharpshooter, and I'm going to aggro one of these guys. I'm going to use this skill to go and attack that guy. That way we're killing that little guy one at a time. All right, so we think there's a way to get that other little guy, but we're not 100% sure that there is. So.
Oh no.
No.
Kill the enemies that. Kill the enemies that.
Or you can just take. Careful, he's coming.
Okay, so the other way to do this is you go and then you just, there you go. So you just have to be moving in the right direction when he starts activating, and then you're good. All right, so you can see here that we're going through, we're just clearing a little path all the way to the Iron Golem. We're killing all the little guys that we can because later we're going to kill all the giants. Now we're going to do this explosive enemies.
Ah.
All right, so he got hit, but it's okay. He killed one of them, which gave him 1 point in the tournament.
Yes.
And then at this point, you actually don't have to sneak. You can just walk past these guys. And then these guys are a little bit hard because they're ranged, so you gotta aggro them, and then you gotta bring them all the way over. So we're doing good. Those other two on the mini map you can see are giants, so we're gonna keep moving on. So what we're gonna do is Kitty's gonna reset these guys. And the reason we're killing them now is we gotta kill all the small guys at some point anyways. And so we might as well just clear it, and it's gonna give us a little bit more room to work with, because sometimes when you get in a hairy situation, you need to run until you have time to reset them or whatever the case is. And it can be difficult with all those giants up in this room that we're in. So we're going to clear this room so we have a little bit more room. Now here is the second obstacle and final obstacle of the forge, and it's really simple. This is just a taste of what is going to come in the Tomb of Ash for you guys. But okay, you can see there I got hit with the burning. So you gotta, honestly, just being a healer is really easy. A healer and a support staff, you will not die if you have more than 100 hit points and you have a support staff and you're a healer. You just go to this middle zone, and then after that, you're gonna go to the bottom one. Ideally, you can get it like that, where you don't get hit at all. And then this one's the top one, so I'm probably gonna get hit. Yeah, we got hit. So this is where it's unfortunate, because you gotta kind of wait until you get healed up. Now, one thing that you have to keep in mind on this one is you need to stay a little bit like here, because they already killed him, which these guys are just so pro they have trouble waiting. But there are some enemies up there that will, come at you. So you do need to come as a team for this. And once you healed up, then you're gonna go again. Boom. So once you're here, you're gonna wait again. But at this point, you need to make sure you're not aggroing those enemies. And then over here, you're gonna come over here, and the way to turn it off is right here. That's how you get through that second obstacle. It's pretty easy, especially if you have healer. So we have gotten to the Iron Golem, but we're not going to do the Iron Golem in this episode. We are going to do that in the next episode. But we still aren't done with this episode because we need to show you guys how to kill all of the small guys in this. You can either use an illusionist. Illusionist is really important for the forge. You need an illusionist for the forge. But there is a way in this situation where one person can aggro these two giants, and then the rest of the team can come and kill that guy, and then you can reset them. And this one also needs a lot of these rooms with the little guys. You need someone to reset it. Okay, so this door does not need to be opened yet. There's a giant behind here and no little guys. This door does not necessarily need to be open now because you can, or we will need to open it, but you can get away with just aggroing the giant and not the little guys and killing the little guys later. This floor has little guys that you need to kill, 2 little guys, but it is kind of difficult with all the giants around, so you do need to be a little bit careful there. This door just has a giant in it. This door does not exist in the game yet, but if you open it a few times, you'll see that it actually has a little movement. You see that? Looks like someone's trying to bust out. It's pretty awesome. And then this just has giants in it. This one just has giants in it. All right, guys, that was a costly death. I had picked up all those bows because I just thought this is going to be easy, but that's always when they get you, when you think it's going to be easy. So there we go. The biggest thing, obviously, is the level 3 bag, which I kept to show you guys. Now, here's where it gets tricky. It looks like it has more than 33% health. And so I'm going to keep it, hoping that it's 4 deaths until it dies. And this is not because I'm stupid, which you would be stupid if you did this, but this is for research. So I'm going to keep wearing this bag, and it's not because I'm stupid. It's because I need to know, for you guys' sake, as I learn everything about the game, does it take 4 hits to break a level 3 bag, or is it 3 hits? And so it looks like it takes 4 hits. Like, it looks like there's going to be a sliver left after the next death. Hopefully there is, and then it'll be confirmed. You know, okay, it's got 4 hits. But there is a chance it could die after 3 hits, and that would be really sad. So now while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and craft some level 1 armor. Level 1 armor reduces damage by quite a bit, guys. So it's definitely worth it to keep a set of level 1 armor on. It also makes you go quite a bit faster, so. So on this one, guys, the giant is the one facing away from us, and it's the little guy. But is this a bowman?
Yeah, it's bowman.
So we're going to switch over to sharpshooter. So Flaw Power switching over to berserk so that he can tank the damage of the sharpshooter. The sharpshooters do a lot of damage. So I'm going to just try to hug this wall so I don't hit the giant. I hit the giant. So if you fail, or for whatever reason you can do this, you can just
Okay, you can reset.
you can bring him over here. Okay, so now he's taking the giant. Oh no, Flaw Power. Alright, and Flaw Power is opening the door, and then there's going to be a giant and a little guy in that one. And he got some lag. So I'm going to, this is just really nerve-wracking with a stone giant. Alright, so I'm going to hit take all and move. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so I got all this stuff. Now I'm gonna bring this giant over to Kitty so he can reset both of them. Okay guys, so I'm gonna end this episode just because it's getting so long, but you guys probably can figure out the last few rooms we haven't cleared. This one has a bunch of little guys, and then another room with a little guy and a giant, and then in the beginning there's a bunch of rooms in the very entrance with a mixture of little guys and giants doing the same thing, resetting them, kill all the little guys, just save the giants. We're gonna go record another episode for you guys, and then after that episode we're gonna record how to kill all the giants in the forge. All right guys, see you next time.